Hello everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day today so far. So in this video I got something pretty cool. It's a Star Wars characters tier list. This is every single character in Star Wars. We're going to do that. We're going to do A+, A, B, C, D, F, and question marks maybe because I don't know about enough of the character. Anyways, I'm gonna quickly speed through this. I'll probably stop at certain points to talk to, but pretty much what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna organize this list and then I'm gonna explain why I put people where. And yeah, so all right, I'm done my list. I'm gonna go from bottom to top. So yeah, without spoiling anything, let's go here. So the question mark characters are pretty much yeah, I know who most of them are, but I really don't care about them. I really wouldn't want to read anything into them. So yeah, it's not like I don't know who these characters are. There's only this girl. I have no clue who this is. She looks familiar, but I have no clue who she is. Other than that, these characters I really don't care about. They weren't enough to put a fail or anything under. I really don't care about these characters. So let's go to the fail. So here we have the failed characters. So I'm going to go through this pretty fast. General Hux. The first movie, I'm it's not too bad. He looks too young. To be Imperial officer, looks way too young. He's really bratty and so annoying, his voice. But in the first movie, he was tolerable. When he made that speech, that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good. But in The Last Jedi, whew, his character was terrible, absolutely terrible. And then in Rise of Skywalker, it was literally just a joke. His character was a joke. How he said, "Oh, I'm the spy." Gotta be kidding me, man. So sorry for all you Hux players. Like I said, I liked them in Force Awakens, and every single character I feel has their high in Force Awakens. And then after it, it's just downhill. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of Hux. I don't like Hux. Now, this is not episodes 3 to 6 Luke. This is episode 7 Luke. This is a failed character. This is a failed character. Episode 7 Luke, they just absolutely crapped on Luke Skywalker's character, what he stands for, and it's just literally the biggest turnoff from the sequels is how they treated Luke. So yeah, I sequel Luke, unfortunately, I'm going to give a fail. There's a little bit of redeeming quality in Rise of Skywalker, but not enough to put him into a D tier. Next is Captain Phasma. Probably one of the coolest looking hyped characters that I was for in the sequels. And she gets shot down a trash chute, and then she gets blown up. Great character development. Fantastic. So, yeah, nothing there for me. And they cast such a talented actress to play her. And then, yeah, they just don't do anything with the character. Ridiculous. Next, we have Rose. Rose Tico. Nothing on the actress. I'm sure she did. Sure, she's a great actress. I'm sure she did the best she could. But this character is horrible. Written horrible. And this is probably the first time you guys ever heard me bashing on... I'm not bashing because I'm trying to be a Disney hater or anything. I'm bashing because I love Star Wars, and these characters are not for Star Wars. These characters are not written for Star Wars. I'm sorry if any of you guys love these characters. Everyone, of course, has their own opinion. This is just my opinion. Rose Tico, not a good character at all. A failed character. Saul Guerrera, there's some cool stuff in Fallen Order, the game. But in the movie, I thought he was gonna have a really big impact. Like, yeah, I thought he was gonna be this cool warrior. But yeah, we didn't. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see that in the movie. So yeah, I think I think it was a waste of a character. Like, you hire a talented guy like Forrest Whitaker, you don't put him in one of those characters. All right. I'm assuming this is where the downvotes start. Ray. Ray, I had her in the C level character, but after what I heard, how Kathleen Kennedy and all the writers pretty much 2 weeks before shooting, pretty much how they dealt with that character, how they had no clue what they're doing. Just, yeah. Daisy Ridley is fantastic. Daisy Ridley is an amazing actress, and she probably could have been in the A. She probably could have been in like the top tier characters if they would have written her character properly. But yeah, the character of Ray is an absolute fail. So in the first film, I probably would have given Ray like a B, maybe like an A, because there's so much mystery. They did such a good job surrounding this character in mystery. She related to Obi-Wan? Is she Luke? Is she Ben's sister? But yeah, pretty much Last Jedi just all over that. And yeah, so clearly didn't have a plan. And in Rise of Skywalker, I really wouldn't mind it if they had a plan from the beginning, but they clearly didn't. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to give her a fail because she had so much potential to be one of my favorite characters and just slipped through the cracks. Once again, Daisy Ridley, amazing, but the character of Rey, unfortunately not. These are characters that I really, really don't care about. And it's either they didn't have enough screen time, they were poorly written, or I just didn't really have any emotional connection to them. Like, for example, Poe and Finn. Though they were the top three for the pre-sequels. They were the top three for the sequels. And after the first Force Awakens, his only two lines were Rey. After Force Awakens, these characters just went downhill for me, those two characters. Alright, so let's quickly run by these characters. Big ones here, Snoke. Snoke could have been an A. Easy. Snoke could have been an A after about a movie and almost two movies. If the end of The Last Jedi didn't happen, and, he is this crazy, powerful entity that we thought he was from, like, the unknown region, had no relations to Palpatine, or if he was even like Darth Plagueis, that would have been sick. But I feel Disney did him wrong. He could have been the big baddie of the sequels, and I thought it would have been real cool, but unfortunately, he's just literally like growing in a pickle jar, and then the Emperor just tries to put his essence in him or something like that, like a clone. I don't know. Man, I'm like doing the list, and then I'm like getting to a character, and it's like, I gotta move him up because I actually really like him. Alright, B. So, B is, I like these characters. Wicket, Babu Frik, probably one of my favorite parts of the sequels. What a cool character. Donnie Yen's character here was hilarious. We got Jabba, of course. Jar Jar. Jar Jar is classic. Jar Jar is Star Wars. Aaron, I think it's Aaron Eckhart or something. Han Solo from Solo. I thought he did a really good job as Solo. He's actually right here with sequel Solo. So, yeah, that kind of tells you that I think he did a really good job. General Pride. Now, look at where Hux is. Look at where Pride is. This guy had 3 movies. This guy had like 5 minutes on screen, and this got 5-10 minutes on screen. I think this should have been General Hux from the start. Not because I think he's a better actor, but look at the difference between them. This is an Imperial officer. This is like someone who is just learning. Alright, so we have our A characters. A characters are characters that I really, really, really like. I love them. I need to see more. I need to see more of them. That's how good they are. Of course, Padme, Natalie Portman, amazing. Maul, come on. We all know Maul's fantastic. We got Django and Boba here. Tamora Morrison, beautiful, fantastically played. Especially with the Mandalorian, that gives Boba a big boost that we saw. Lando, gotta love him. Charismatic guy. A lot of past with Han. So, yeah, really cool. Chancellor Palpatine. Not the Emperor. Chancellor Palpatine, because they have two of them in here. Very good at roping Anakin in and, keeping the Jedi at bay for the first 3 movies. Director Krennic. He's one of my favorite Star Wars characters, villains. He's so good. I would love to see more Director Krennic, and I think we're going to see more of him in the Cassian Andor series, and that's why I'm really excited. Okay, sorry, I actually had a Zoom meeting for the fan film. We did pretty much just a quick script reading, so that's why I'm wearing different clothes right now. And the time is different. Well, you can't see the time, but the time is different. Anyways, back to our list. All right, we got Ben. My boy, Ben Solo. Best part of the sequels. Like, he might even be in my top 5 favorite characters. Like, I really, really, really like Ben Solo. I think Adam Driver is one of the best actors on this planet. And he steals the scene every time he's in. And I just want more Kylo. Like I said, make a Ben and Luke show. Make Kylo and Luke. Just show us more Kylo. Next we have Mace Windu. He's Mace. How can you not love him? And I think his aggression towards Anakin makes him a better character. Because, how can you not love Anakin Skywalker? But you have this guy who just rejects him at everything. He just, nope. So I think that really builds to his character as well. Now moving on. 2, the A+ tier. We'll start from the bottom with 3PO. Gotta pair him with R2. Like, one of the most dynamic duos of all time. You got the comic relief. R2 is actually, like, just as funny as C3PO, and he doesn't say anything. So, that speaks volumes. And then you got these 4. Classic Star Wars right here. Chewie, Han, Leia, and Luke. Luke is the embodiment of hope. Luke is the embodiment of not giving up. So, when someone asks why I didn't like The Last Jedi, that's why. Because that's not Luke. I don't think in a billion years that would be Luke. And they just didn't show us. They really didn't show us enough to make me believe that would be Luke. So, yeah, Luke, the embodiment of hope. And Leia, of course, Luke's sister. She is honestly, like, she is such a strong character. Like, Han and Luke, literally all they have to do is open a door for her, and then she just takes everything else. Like, she just grabs their blaster, says, you know what, I'm going to do this myself. You guys clearly don't have a plan. Let me show you how it's done. And so good, Carrie Fisher. Of course, rest in peace for Carrie. Let's go over to Qui-Gon Jinn. Now, Qui-Gon, probably one of the coolest Jedi, honestly. Just a guy who follows the Force, doesn't follow politics, doesn't really listen to what you're saying. He doesn't leave stuff up to chance. You throw a dice, he's going to use the Force to get what he thinks is best. He follows the Force, he listens to the Force, and, he got Anakin to be trained when Anakin was too old. He mentored Obi-Wan, kind of tempered him out. And then, of course, Yoda here. I mean, gotta love Yoda. They made him this really wise and really headstrong character. And in the prequels, they showed how he is a badass, how he fights. Like, this is one of the best swordsmen. Probably the ultimate baddie in Star Wars, honestly. Like, probably one of the most powerful. Honestly, If Anakin reached his full potential, yes, but I think Palps is probably might take the cake for the most powerful being literally ever in Star Wars. And then you got these two, Obi-Wan, Ewan, and Alec, of course. Alec really played the mentor role perfectly with Luke. And then Ewan pretty much played the best friend, father figure, brother kind of like character, just perfect with Anakin. So, I really think that these are the same character, even though they're played by two completely different people. It feels like they're the same character. Ewan did so well with kind of morphing himself into Alec Guinness. So hats off to these actors and hats off to these characters, because these probably Obi-Wan has been through so much. All right, last two, same people. My all-time favorite character in Star Wars, and then who he turns into, Darth Vader. Darth Vader is the image of evil. Palps is pure evil. Darth Vader is the image of evil. And I think in Rogue One, with that scene that we got, was hopefully just the beginning we see of Darth Vader. Of course, episode 4 to 6, literally, like, every time he was on screen, you just get these chills, and like the James Earl Jones voice, oh my goodness, just this tall, powerful, towering man. Honestly, when I was playing Vader Immortal, every time I was around this guy, I was scared. Literally, I was scared. And of course, at Return of the Jedi, he makes the ultimate sacrifice to throw Palpatine down a shaft to save his son, sacrificing his life, bringing balance to the Force. I think Hayden Christensen played the role perfectly. I think every little tiny detail he did, and his turn was not too fast, not at all. I don't understand when people say his turn was too fast. Put yourself in his situation and tell me you wouldn't consider doing the same thing. He did whatever it takes to save the one that he loved. He made a deal with the devil, and he lost, unfortunately. But in the very end, he became Anakin Skywalker again and redeemed himself. Once again, this is just a quick look over of all the characters. So yeah, I would love to know what your guys' thoughts are on this. Who are your favorite characters? Maybe give me like a top 5 or a top 10 down below. I guess if you could pick any one of these characters to see more of, which one would it be and why? Thank you all so very much for tuning in. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your day. And of course, may the Force be with you always.